We're at Portland Headlight, one of the most beautiful places, but it decided to downpour, so we are all cozied up in here in the lighthouse, which is actually kind of cool. I've never been in. We are here with Joe Benoit Samuelson, founder of the Beach to Beacon race, and the president, Mike Stone, of the TD Beach to Beacon, and our friend Pete Herzog from Bernstein Shore, who ran it last year. High five.
That's right. First time ever.
Joan, I'll start with you. Every year, 19 years and going strong, you have a new beneficiary that you help out. Tell us about this year's event.
This year we're delighted that My Place Teen Center is the beneficiary. They serve a lot of youth in the Westbrook area, at-risk youth who need help with life skills and homework and thinking about the future. It's really a safe haven for a multitude of young people in that area. So they're a very deserving beneficiary close to home here, and we're delighted to be helping them out this year.
And how do you become a beneficiary?
You apply to the TD Charitable Foundation for that status, and the original motto for the race was Shine the Light on Kids, so it's really appropriate. Here we are at the base of the shining light of Portland Headlight.
And talking about how the race gains momentum year after year, talk a little bit about why it is so popular.
Well, first of all, I think we have one of the best leadership teams anywhere in the road racing world. And Dave McGilvery, our race director, does an exceptional job with his staff. With a leader like Mike Stone as the president of the TD Beach to Beacon, how can you go wrong? Mike has done numerous things throughout the greater Portland and Maine community, so we're delighted to have him on board. And then we have just wonderful people all the way through with our sponsorships and with our volunteers, and it takes a village, if you will, and the village or the town of Cape Elizabeth has been supporting this event wholeheartedly since its inception. And so we're really looking forward to this year's race and honoring all of our legacy runners who have run all 19 or will have run all 19 of the races as we head into a landmark year in 2017 with the 20th running.
And they come from all over the country and world.
Mike, it's so incredible how popular this race has become over the years. This year, registration closed in about 4 minutes, and there was a Runner's World article that cited that Beach to Beacon is apparently the fastest closing registration race in the country. It's like, my experience, it was like getting tickets to an Adele concert or like a Red Sox game after the '04 World Series. So what do you think has made it such a popular race nationwide, not just in Maine, but nationwide?
Well, I think a lot of things lend to that. I think the fact that it was founded by Joni, of course, and it attracts several world-class runners throughout the world that come to this race. Not to mention people throughout 48 states and several other countries, and the setting here along the shore in Cape Elizabeth. The organizing committee, just the way the whole thing comes together and takes place, I think, is what has made this very, very popular.
So what do you think makes it such a well-oiled machine? I mean, every year it's just run so well.
Well, I think we owe a lot of that to Dave McGilvery, who's our race director and is also the race director for Boston Marathon, and it's his team, DEMSI, Dave McGilvery Sports Enterprises, that really organizes everything, and their team is just amazing in bringing everything together. We have an organizing committee of volunteers of over 60 people who every year come back and dust off what they did last year and make whatever changes are necessary for this year to make the race go as smoothly as it does. And what's nice about the organizing committee too is that we have very, very little turnover over the 19 years of this race. There are people that have been on the organizing committee since day one, and they just keep coming back, and as do I, and it's just part of your year to do this.
Well, Pete, Mike, Joan, thank you for the preview. We will be there cheering you on, as I mentioned. This is such a big part of Cape Elizabeth's community, and we're going to continue our tour along the coast and now check out In by the Sea.